Hey guys, so it's been roughly about 2 weeks, almost a month, since I've been on this program, and yes, I know I don't look my best at all. I've been telling you that now, I know. Um, I just wanted to clarify a few things for you guys because I know I've kind of been silent lately with you guys, and also apologize for this big bright light, but it's helping me give y'all a 60 frames per second video, which I would like to do. So, um, we were supposed to stream last night. We got too tired and we just didn't end up getting around to doing it. But I wanted to touch base on something else. And the biggest elephant in the room is y'all obviously by the time y'all are seeing this, you may have already known a new single came out today called Bear Grace Misery. Part of you may not know this, but y'all may know this actually, but due to the fact of we've never actually even heard of a teaser for this album that you're doing, Rain in Hell. I know. It's crazy to think about, but yes, I am doing an album called Rain in Hell. Simultaneously while doing Hatebreeder, which Rain in Hell was like this. So it's something to think about of the matter of the fact that I'm not able to balance out my album releases very well. I actually had Rain in Hell finish earlier today. It's been wrapped up and releasing. It'll be released July 12th. I know it's a long way away for this record, but it'll be here honestly probably in no time because of how fast the days have gone lately. But I wanted to make this a really big serious video, talking about a few things with you guys and talking about what's going to go on forward from here. I'm going to address three things from here: music releases, live streams, and other announcements related to, and where I've been and why will I be taking off certain points throughout the rest of the year and into the next. Those are like the three main things I want to talk about. So we'll go ahead and start on number one. Obviously, the album releases and what's going on with them. People have been noticing you've been slacking on your album releases lately. Like, I released 2 albums back to back. I released In My Arms and End of an Era. And those albums performed decently well within their first week of release, but they have not been performing the best that I would like them to be. And we've had flops here and there with records. We had Lord of Light all the way back in 2020. We had the Sweet Spicy Love from 2021. In 2022, we had a few flops in 2022 I'm sure I could think of, but none off the top of my head right now. And last year, the Classical Era came out this year. Last year we had the release of Imperialism, which did not receive nearly as well as I would think it would, but also we had New World Order as well that kind of didn't receive too. And part of people are wondering is, where are all the album releases? What's been going on with the albums, and what's going on with your music side of the channel? And me answering that is the fact that I have not really been interested to make records lately. Obviously, I'm making 2 more right now. One already completely finished. The other one just needs 1 to 2 more songs left on the album, and that'll be it. Hatebreeder is still being worked on. Meanwhile, Rain in Hell has been finished. That being said, it's kind of been taking me time to work on these records because I want a certain thing for these records. And also, most of these records lately have had cover music on them. Like, I've covered other artists, but made them different tunings and different whatnot ever. Hence the reason when you all have seen, like, some of the live stream concerts that you guys have seen, which I will be touching base on in just a minute. For those of you who've seen, like, the live stream concert stuff, you may have noticed, like, certain songs off the records have been played at different tunings or keys, such as the biggest example, Respite on the Spitalfield, was played differently live than it was on the album, whereas the album was transposed one, meanwhile the live version was up another octave and everything else. So, different kind of sound when I performed Respite on the stream and everything else. But also, it's just kind of been hard to make records lately because I'm running out of things to do with my records. Because, And it does get quite tiresome releasing the same record the same way over and over again, releasing singles and then release the whole album the day of, and it just bombs badly. And that's kind of been a trend since Imperialism was released. It's been a trend of release some singles, like a few singles here and there, then the album drops and it bombs. Then the Classical Age got hit really bad. I can't even say that album got hit terribly. The album was received really negatively by everybody around me, and I'm like, wow. So, I can't exactly go out of my way and make a record just for it to bomb badly, because it takes a lot of work to make these things, and I don't want to just go out of my way to make something for it to just blow up and bomb badly and get received negatively. That being said, however, going forward, these next two albums are like the last records I have set up right now. I don't have anything planned after that in 2024 as of right now for album releases. But this leads me into my second topic that I want to talk about. Live streams. For those of you who've been watching a long time, usually every week, every couple of weeks, we always live stream all the time. And the last 3 weeks we've missed them, and that's due to the fact that I've had some personal stuff going on as well that I won't touch really much base on here. But also, just I have not been motivated to do live stream, and everyone in my crew besides me has been motivated to do it. And I'll touch base on that when we get to the final section here in a little bit. But this brings me to a giant announcement that I do have planned, hopefully it sticks, for the summer. And that is for June and July. Or mainly July, because June I'm going to address in a minute for the next section. But July, we're going to have like a small live stream kind of tour kind of thing set in stone where Rain in Hell will be played mostly if it's in its entirety. I plan to do the Revive stream that I had mentioned. And if you guys have seen a post on Instagram and Facebook as well, you may have known about it. I plan to push Revived to July. Don't have a set date yet, but when I do, teaser will be announced and we'll release it. And that should probably be ending up turning into a live album too, I'm sure. So, we're going to do a live stream tour and a bunch of other cool things involving live streams from the future because this channel is evolving over time. Obviously, we have logos now in place officially that we've had for over like almost 6 months, almost a year now. Like the official logo for my channel has been officially set, and this under my copyright as well. Also, GWS Records has been in place since the beginning of 2020. So, and I still release records and music under it today, and I don't plan to stop releasing music under it. Even though my music releases will be limited after the fact, my live stream, on the other hand, live streaming performances will happen, I hope, a lot more, because we have a lot more we can do with it. Though, of course, we're probably going to have to find a way to set it up better to prevent another Victor accident, for those of you who remember the big last concert we did where Victor, the lights fell down during Victor. The live streams are going to happen a lot more, I can assure you guys that. That should happen a lot more in the future. Like I said, I'm trying to recuperate, which leads me to the next section. And my final one, why have I been gone for so long, and where will I be going in the future? I don't see a big future currently going on ahead of time right now. Like I said, I've been kind of busy with so many other things, and also just trying to balance everything else out and try to recuperate myself into getting in the mindset to want to record. Because I haven't been in the mindset to even have the want to record or post, or I just haven't had the urge to do it. It's not something I've really been wanting to do lately. So I haven't been. I took a break, and I continued to take a break, and here I am kind of returning a little bit, though my grand return stream will hopefully come sometime in the future. I'm sure it will. I will make the announcement, though, in June, on June 7th. I will be taking June 7th, possibly a week after that, off, because I'm getting a wisdom tooth surgery, and obviously, I'm not gonna be at my best. I don't want to put poor content out for those of y'all who, like the hype energy, because I won't be hype after it. I know I won't. So, I want to kind of just not take into YouTube or any kind of thing heavily at the time anyway. Which brings me to another thing, real quick, a small little topic I want to discuss here is concerning what is going to happen with Hatebreeder, the other album that I have. I should have mentioned this music section, but mentioning it here. Hatebreeder is going to probably end up being released sometime in June. I don't plan to probably do a lot of single releases since you guys have already heard them on live stream, so I'll probably release the whole album in its entirety in just a day, which is kind of going back to how I did albums at the beginning. So it's probably how it's gonna be. I don't know when in June. We could do June 28th probably will be when it comes out, and then literally not even that long after that, Rain in Hell will come out on the 12th. So we'll figure out the release date and everything. Like I said, my last studio record was End of an Era, which has only been out for only a week right now. So, or about 2 anyway. So give it some time and we'll do it. But I want to touch base on y'all for a few things because, like I said, I know people have kind of questioned my inactivity from here, and I plan to try to be some more active. But just know it's taken me a lot longer to get myself ready to come back here. Like I said, new records coming out. We got 2 new records that are coming out in the future, and that's probably it for right now. Rain in Hell, I will state that was a beautiful record. If y'all have heard the first single off of it, Bear Grace Misery, it's actually a beautiful sounding record, and honestly, I covered a lot of ghost music in this. It's kind of that evil record, but it's a 57-minute record. It's almost an hour long. And the final song, I will just say, is an extended version of the Respite on the Spiderfields. Over 17 minutes of music on that song alone. So that takes a lot of the record's time. But yeah, of course, more teasers will be announced. I'll be putting more announcements out here as I go. But just want to let you know, I'm still alive, I'm still breathing. I had a lot of things I need to deal with. And I will announce more in the future on the community section. Put some polls and see what you want to do. And I plan to do a room tour sometime soon. I just have to have the time to do it. But right now, that's all I got right now. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.